Long ago, in the heart of the Indian subcontinent, nestled between towering mountains and lush forests, lay the kingdom of Vira. The land was known for its skilled artisans, vibrant festivals, and above all, its beautiful and courageous princess, Mira. The daughter of King Harshavardhan, Mira was beloved by her people for her intelligence, grace, and indomitable spirit. Unlike most princesses of her time, Mira wasn't content with just royal duties. She trained with the warriors, studied ancient texts, and sought to understand the world beyond her palace walls. The kingdom of Vira was at peace, but across its borders loomed the dark and shadowy lands of Kalabhadra, ruled by the tyrant king, Raja Vikramaditya. He was known for his greed and relentless ambition, always eyeing the wealth of neighboring kingdoms. Kalabhadra's black-clad soldiers were feared, their swords dripping with the blood of innocent lands they had conquered. Yet, Vira, under the wise rule of King Harshavardhan, had maintained its independence and strength for years. One fateful day, news reached the royal court that Raja Vikramaditya had set his sights on Vira. His army was vast, and he had demanded that Vira surrender without a fight, threatening the kingdom with destruction if they refused. The king gathered his council, but all seemed grim. Even with Vira's strong defenses, it was clear they were no match for Kalabhadra's immense forces. Princess Mira, however, refused to stand by while her kingdom faced doom. "Father," she said, standing tall before the court, "we cannot let fear guide us. If we surrender now, we lose everything we hold dear. But if we fight with courage, we still have hope." Her words inspired those around her, but King Harshavardhan was reluctant. "Mira, you are my only child, my heir. I cannot risk losing you. War is not a place for a princess." But Mira was not deterred. Late that night, while the palace slept, she donned the armor of a warrior, mounted her swift white horse, and rode into the night. She had a plan, one that would require every bit of her courage and wit. Mira knew that defeating Raja Vikramaditya's army head-on was impossible, but if she could reach the heart of Kalabhadra, perhaps she could stop the war before it even began. With her heart racing, she rode through dense forests, crossed rivers, and navigated treacherous mountain paths. After days of travel, she reached the borders of Kalabhadra. Disguised as a wandering traveler, she made her way into the enemy's capital, blending in with the crowd. The city was grim, its people living in fear under the rule of their cruel king. But Mira kept her resolve, knowing that her kingdom's fate rested on her shoulders. Under the cover of darkness, she infiltrated the royal palace. Her plan was bold and dangerous. She would confront Raja Vikramaditya himself. Guided by whispers in the palace corridors, she found the grand throne room. There, seated on a golden throne, was the dreaded king. His face was hardened with cruelty, his eyes cold and calculating. Mira stepped forward, her heart pounding. "Who dares enter my court without permission?" boomed Vikramaditya, his voice echoing through the hall. Mira removed her cloak, revealing herself. "I am Mira, Princess of Vira. I have come to speak with you, not as an enemy, but as one who seeks peace." The king laughed cruelly. "Peace? There will be no peace. Vira will fall, just as all others have before it." But Mira stood firm. "If you are as powerful as you claim, why do you need to destroy us? A true king doesn't build his empire through fear and destruction. Vira has no desire for war. Let us live in peace, and you will be remembered as a king who united lands, not one who destroyed them." Vikramaditya's laughter died down, and he studied the princess. He had expected a plea for mercy, not a bold confrontation. "You speak well, Princess Mira. But what can you offer me that I cannot take by force?" Mira's mind raced, but she was prepared. "I offer you something greater than wealth or land. I offer you wisdom." Your kingdom, powerful as it is feared, but not loved. A ruler who is loved will have loyalty that cannot be bought or forced. Let us form an alliance. Vira's people will trade with Kalabhadra, and together, we can build an empire that thrives on prosperity, not bloodshed. For a long moment, the room was silent. Vikramaditya was a man used to winning battles, but this was a different kind of victory, one that intrigued him. You are brave, princess. I will consider your proposal, he finally said, his voice measured. But know this, if you are deceiving me, your kingdom will suffer. With that, Mira was dismissed, and she left the palace with her heart still heavy, but with a flicker of hope. She had planted a seed in the tyrant's mind, but whether it would grow was uncertain. Upon her return to Vira, she was greeted as a hero. Her father, initially furious at her reckless actions, saw the wisdom in her bravery. Days turned into weeks, and while Vira prepared for the worst, no attack came. Then, one morning, a royal messenger from Kalabhadra arrived with a scroll bearing the king's seal. It was a declaration of peace. Raja Vikramaditya, impressed by Mira's courage and vision, had agreed to an alliance. Vira was spared, and in the years that followed, both kingdoms prospered through trade and mutual respect. Princess Mira's bold journey had not only saved her people but had also transformed a tyrant into an ally. Mira went on to become one of the greatest rulers in Vira's history, known not only for her wisdom and compassion but also for her courage to stand up for what she believed in, even in the face of overwhelming odds. She had proven that true strength didn't always lie in swords and armies but in the power of words, hope, and the unwavering belief in a better future. And so, the story of Princess Mira of Vira was passed down through generations, inspiring all who heard it to lead with courage and compassion, and to always seek peace in the face of adversity.